Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 9 p.m. English news edition. The top stories of tonight are: in Djibouti, heavy winds hit the country on Sunday, prompting the prefecture to activate the crisis unit to coordinate emergency response efforts. And on the international scene, in Gaza, the humanitarian crisis continued to worsen with a rising number of deaths linked to malnutrition. We begin tonight's news with these heavy winds which hit Djibouti. Authorities on alert. This morning, residents across Djibouti woke up to heavy rainfall that began around 4 a.m. and continued steadily until the morning. The capital and all interior regions, including Arta, Al Sabih, Dakhil, Tajura, and Oboh, were affected by intermittent yet persistent downpour. In Djibouti City, the streets were quickly flooded, disrupting traffic and making access to remote neighborhoods difficult. Thunderstorms also struck the interior regions as predicted by the National Meteorological Agency, bringing rare cool weather, but also raising concerns about possible local flooding. In response to the situation, the prefect of Djibouti City carried out an early morning inspection tour in several neighborhoods of the capital. The visit aimed to assess the impact of the rains, identify the most affected areas, and hear residents' concerns directly. This on-the-ground presence reflects a commitment to respond quickly to the consequences of heavy rainfall, while the rain provides some relief for dry lands. Following heavy rainfall on the morning of Sunday, August 24th, 2025, the Crisis Management Unit held a meeting at 9:30 a.m. chaired by Abdiseki Qayat, prefect of Djibouti City. The meeting aimed to assess the situation after severe weather, assign tasks related to rainwater drainage, and mobilize the necessary human and logistical resources for field operations. And during the meeting, it was reported that all main roads and public areas in the capital were flooded. The following bodies took part in the meeting: the Executive Secretary of Risk and Disaster Management, the Sanitation Department, the Civil Protection Services, the National Meteorological Agency. According to forecasts shared by the Director General of Meteorology during the meeting, the skies are expected to clear later in the day. The Director General of the National Meteorological Agency stated that the rainfall had been accurately forecast by meteorological services. While the showers brought rare coolness to the region, they also raised concerns about the risk of localized flooding. Authorities, he said, are urging residents to remain vigilant, especially in flood-prone areas. And according to the latest forecast, said the Director General of the Meteorological Agency, more rain cannot be ruled out in the coming days. And immediately after the meeting, the prefect of Djibouti City conducted an inspection tour of the flood-prone areas affected by the recent heavy winds in Djibouti City. The prefect was accompanied by the acting director of sanitation, the commander of civil protection, the deputy prefect of Razika, and commune municipalities to assess the progress of rainwater drainage operation on public roads and spaces. Furthermore, the prefect responsible for coordinating this effort together with the local municipalities and state technical services. The National Water Sanitation Office of Djibouti mobilized to drain rainwater from Djibouti City following the heavy rainfall that struck the capital last night. The National Water and Sanitation Office, ONEAD, through its sanitation department, responded urgently to several critical sites. Technical teams supported by pumps, trucks, and specialized equipment worked throughout the night to remove standing water, facilitate drainage, and restore traffic flow in the hardest hit areas. Thanks to this effort, conditions have gradually improved on several main roads in Djibouti City. Operations continue as the authorities work to bring life back to normal in the affected neighborhoods in Djibouti City. This rapid and coordinated response demonstrated the dedication of Djibouti's authorities and technical teams to safeguarding the city's residents and infrastructure, ensuring a swift recovery from the recent severe weather conditions. A spokesperson from Oniyat's sanitation department said, "Our teams on the ground are pumping the water and easing congestion in the affected neighborhoods of Djibouti City. The goal," he said, "is to minimize disruption for residents and prevent health risks." Civil protection firefighters also responded, he stated, to several strategic locations to secure roads and support evacuation efforts. "Our teams are focused especially on the city center and some low-lying high-risk areas," a civil protection official explained. The priority was to ensure the safety of residents, he finally concluded. After a month of repeated drought, the Al Sabih region has regained vitality thanks to the recent rains known locally as the Karani. These long-awaited showers have transformed the once barren land into vast green pastures, offering renewed hope to the region's nomadic communities. With the arrival of the first heavy rains, grazing lands quickly revived, allowing herders to return to favorable areas for their livestock. The nomads, who have long suffered from water and food shortages, are now deeply relieved and grateful for this blessing. Notably, the expensive and usually dry Great Bara Plain has filled with water, underscoring the crucial role these rains play in maintaining ecological balance and supporting local ecosystems. For his part, the Deputy Regional Director for the Ministry of Agriculture, Mahdi Ali Roble, confirmed that the nomadic herders have finally regained their smiles after the severe drought. He highlighted that at the peak of the crisis, the government, under the leadership of President Ismail Omar Guelleh, mobilized efforts to assist affected communities by sending humanitarian convoys and providing a multifaceted support to livestock farmers, he finally concluded. Another news now, Djibouti's Foreign Minister Abdulkader Hussein Omar made his first official visit to Japan to represent President Ismail Omar Guelleh at the 9th TICAD Summit held from August 20 to 22nd, 2025 in Yokohama. The summit, officially opened by Japanese Prime Minister, focused on co-creating innovative and sustainable solutions to promote Africa's development, peace and stability. Minister Abdulkader praised Japan's ongoing support for peacekeeping training and maritime security efforts, especially in combating piracy near the strategic Bab el-Mandeb Strait. At the summit conclusion, the Yokohama Declaration was unanimously adopted, reinforcing a commitment to accelerate the African Union's Agenda 2063 for a peaceful, integrated and prosperous Africa. The African Union and Japan deepened cooperation at TICAD 9 in Yokohama. And during the event, the chairperson of the African Union Commission, Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, emphasized the importance of consolidating strategic partnership between Africa and Japan to address common challenges and promote sustainable and inclusive development. In his address to African heads of state and their international partners, Mr. Yusuf called for mobilizing innovation and private capital as essential levers to accelerate economic transformation. He also highlighted that the African Continental Free Trade Area now serves as a key platform to attract investment and promote regional integration. On the sidelines of the summit, the Commission chair held bilateral meetings with Japanese Prime Minister as well as with leaders of major international institutions. This exchange led to agreement to expand cooperation in the field of peace and security, infrastructure, technology and knowledge transfer. And this strengthening partnership between the African Union and Japan marks a significant step forward in fostering long-term collaboration that will support Africa's development goals and contribute to global peace and prosperity. We come back now to the country where Djibouti's Minister of Defense Hassan Omar Mohamed, accompanied by General Zakaria Sheikh Ibrahim, Chief of Staff of the Djiboutian Armed Forces, welcomed the outgoing and incoming chairperson of the Ceasefire and Transitional Security Arrangement Monitoring Mechanism of the Republic of South Sudan. The friendly meeting took place at the officers' hotel Hassan Bassouma Hassan. The meeting was marked by cordial and constructive discussion highlighting Djibouti's strong commitment to regional peace and stability. During the meeting, the outgoing chairperson, Major General Djilao Beito, reviewed his term in office and expressed deep gratitude to the Djiboutian authorities for their steadfast support of the mechanism. He pointed to ongoing security challenges in South Sudan and emphasized the crucial role of the institution in peace-building efforts. The new chairperson, Major General Teshomi, who officially took office on July 1st, 2025, reaffirmed his commitment to continue the ongoing effort and to give the mission a new strategic momentum. The Minister of Defense and the Chief of Djiboutian Armed Forces praised the work accomplished and reiterate Djibouti's unwavering support. In Tajura now, the White City Stadium hosted the opening ceremony of the regional Tajura Football Championship. The event attracted a large crowd eager to witness the official start of this new edition. The ceremony began with a colorful parade of the participating teams, warmly welcomed by enthusiastic applause from the audience. The national team was then performed with great pride and unity, reflecting a strong sense of pride and national unity. The opening ceremony was officially launched by Muhyiddin Ahmed, Vice President of the Djibouti Football Federation, alongside the first Deputy Prefect, Mohamed Awad, and the President of Obokh Regional League, Mohamed Omar. Several officials from the Djibouti Football Federation attended to show their support for the development of football in the region, including the President's advisor, Mohamed Yassin, the head of League Committee and Steering Committee member, Saad Buha, the Federation's Secretary General, Mahdi Moumin, and the Vice President of the League Committee and President of the Al-Sibih region, Jibril Umar. The acting President of the Federation, Idris Ibrahim, and the head of the competition, Yaqub Ilmi, were also present. The ceremony featured traditional songs and dances that showcase the regional rich cultural heritage. Under the guidance of the State Secretariat for Sport, the Djibouti Swimming Federation has launched an intensive training program for 6 young swimmers from 14 to 17 years old in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Starting on August 15, the training will run until August 31st, 2025. This program aims to improve swimming techniques, boost performance times, and strengthen both the physical and mental condition of these athletes as they prepare for upcoming international event, the 2025 African Games in Angola and the 2026 Youth Olympic Games in Dakar. The swimmers receive expert coaching and personalized monitoring with regular evaluation to adjust their training focus. On the regional news now, Morocco reaches Chinese semi-finals thanks to Al Malawi. In a thrilling football night, Morocco's national team thrilled fans by defeating Tanzania 1-0, securing their spot in the semi-finals of the 2025 African Nation Championship. The only goal came in the 65th minute from young star Osama Al Malawi, assisted perfectly by Youssef Bellamari, sending Morocco into the much anticipated Final Four. The match was full of drama as Tanzania put hard to equalize, but the solid defense of the Lions of the Atlas and crucial saves from the Moroccan goalkeeper kept their lead safe. In Kenya now, the British government has agreed to pay compensation to over 7,700 Kenyans affected by a fire that broke out in 2021 during a military exercise in Loldaiga Nature Reserve located in the Rift Valley. The claimants suffered property damage and health issues following the incident, which was linked to a British Army training camp. After several years of legal proceedings, an out-of-court settlement was reached. While the UK has not disclosed the exact amount, victims' lawyer Kevin Corbett mentioned a total compensation of around £2.9 million, calling the deal the best possible compromise after 4 years of case reviews. On the international scene now, the Israeli war on Gaza has entered its 688th day with the worsening humanitarian conditions. Malnutrition has claimed 281 lives and recent clashes have killed 5 Palestinians. The WHO urged global leaders to act swiftly to allow humanitarian aid into the region and prevent further catastrophe. Meanwhile, protests in Israel demand the release of prisoners held in Gaza as the military prepares for a potentially prolonged operation in Gaza City. In Brazil, now, the country has suspended a key agreement that bans soybean farming in the Amazon, potentially opening up an area the size of Portugal to deforestation. This move has sparked environmental controversy, with experts warning it threatens years of progress in protecting the rainforest. The suspension affects major grain traders who now face a pressure from Brazil's competition authority to reverse the decision or face penalties. And finally, Spain is gaining control over devastating wildfires after 2 weeks of intense heat waves, with temperatures soaring up to 45 degrees Celsius in the south. Authorities report significant progress, but 18 fires remain active, including a major one in the Castile and Leon region. The head of Spanish Civil Protection said the worst appears to be over, thanks to cooler temperatures, increased humidity, and calmer winds. Despite the challenges, firefighters continue their efforts. That's it for tonight news. Thanks for being with us and have a good night.